Okay, so I want to give you a brief rundown of all the tools and all the supplies you will be receiving today. Obviously, you're going to be receiving clay. Normally, in a normal school year, everyone just throws the clay in the same bag and everyone touches it. You know how it is. I'm just kidding. They don't lick it, okay? But we're not doing that this year. This year, I'm going to give you a Ziploc bag. You're going to write your name on it with black Sharpie. And your clay, all semester, will stay in your Ziploc bag, okay? If it's a little bit dry, you can spray it, spray it, okay? So it doesn't dry out. Make sure the air escapes, right? Let the air escape, and then zip it up real good, okay? Then you have this nice little baggy to keep your clay, okay? The tools that you will be getting, okay? Sponge. This is for, I'll demonstrate the tools in a little bit, okay? Actually, before I get to that, you're gonna receive a little piece of plywood, a little plywood board. This is to transport your clay piece from your student desk area to your works, like your shelf back there, okay? So that it doesn't get messed up or anything. And so you'll get a board and then you will get a piece of canvas, brand new canvas. This canvas will save you a lot of time if you work exclusively on this canvas. Do not put your clay directly on this plastic table. Not a good idea. It's gonna stick to it. It's gonna make a lot of mess, a lot of cleanup down the road. The best idea you could do is to work directly on this. So let me get my clay out, okay? I'll give you a little chunk of clay. So obviously a sponge is for doing a few things. You can soak up water. If there's too much water on it, a sponge can soak it up, okay? If you don't like the texture, okay, you can use the sponge to smooth out the texture, okay? Get a really smooth texture. So a sponge can do a lot of things. It's a sponge, okay? I showed you this just now. This is called a needle tool. Needle tool is exactly what it sounds like. It's a needle, okay? You can use it to slip and score, okay? You can use it to etch. You can even use it to like cut away pieces, okay? There's so many different uses for the needle tool. The beautiful thing about all these different tools is that every tool does more than one job, okay? Going on to this knife tool. This is pretty sharp, be careful with it. And there's two ends. There's a straight end and then there's this little bit of a curved end. I really like the curved end to kind of like remove bits of clay and you can get good texture in your clay. The knife tool is to, if you want to cut like little pieces into it, there's a lot of different uses for the knife tool. The next tool is the loop tool. Loop tool. Do you know why it's called a loop tool? Huh, I wonder. You can use the loop tool to take away ribbons of clay, okay? Some might call this a ribbon tool actually, because it can take away ribbons, or you could call it a loop tool because it's in the shape of a tool, and that's what that is. And then finally, a modeling tool. So a modeling tool is to model your clay and to kind of bring out a smooth texture. You could use this to kind of take bits away or anything like that, okay? So those are all the tools. You should get used to the names of them. Loop tool, modeling tool, knife tool, needle tool, sponge, water, bag, clay, goes in the bag, get all those little bits. Canvas, you could actually like fold the canvas up nicely, put this on this, any clay that you're working on. You'll put it like a Walmart bag around clay that you are working on, but in the meantime, you'll just keep that there. And then all of these will go in your little box. I should have had the box here, but these will go in your little box, and all this will go on your shelf back there. Any questions? Any? No?